All right, I'm gonna ask Tiffany to check this, make sure we're in good shape.
I just got this set up.
Can you check it? This is Prolink Natty, or Prolink as I have now updated the scoring just to be a little more consistent, versus GEV. I don't have a name for them yet other than GEV, so hopefully I get a name. Otherwise, we're underway. All right, here we go. Looks like it's going to be Everly to send it over for the first return. It is, and it goes long. GEV gets first blood. All right, looks like we have Bronwyn is playing our libero again. Let me go ahead and just get that into the system here. And that one is straight into the net. Prolink gets its first point, and we're going to have number 12, Emily, serving. Taking full advantage of the entire breadth or width of the court, depth of the court. I'll get the right verb or adjective, whatever. And it's an ace! Emily gets her point there. All right, so up front, looks like we got Sahara, Everly, and Piper. Mid-court, we've got Harper and Bronwyn. And Emily, number 12, serving. Just waiting for the all clear from the judge. Or up ref, as it's referred to. Here we go. And it's a good one. Looks like we're going to get a return from the outside hitter. Outside hitter goes up, finds the hole, but Bronwyn's there. Oh, good save, or good attempt by Bronwyn. 2-all. Substitution time. Emily and Ananya swapping out, and that brings number 11, Ananya, into the back row. Ready to receive. Bronwyn pops it up. That goes to Harper, who gives it to Everly. Everly sent it over the net. Return from GEV into the net, because how high is that net, folks? Too high. All right, that's going to have Piper. She'll be serving from the left-hand side of your screen here in just a moment. Here she goes. There's the serve over the net, a little bit of roll on it. Saved barely by GEV, and they're going to bump it over. Ananya calls for it. Ananya sets to Harper. Harper to Juliet. Juliet sends it over with a hard spike. And they can't handle it. Four to two. There's the serve. It's an ace! A-C-E, ace! There goes Piper again, another one, down the line. And it was trouble, but they handled it. Ananya. Ananya to Harper. Harper behind her to Everly. No, over the net and out of bounds, actually, as that set went wide. Bronwyn and Piper swap back out. That has your back row. As Bronwyn, Ananya, Sahara, reading from right to left. Up front, Everly, Juliet, and Harper. Harper sets it. That goes to Sahara. Sahara with the spike. Sahara with the kill! Sahara gets herself a kill, and it's double substitution time. Looks like Harper for Maddie. And Everly for Mallory. Score 6-3. Mallory spike cross court. Handle that's going to be going to their inside hitter, who punches it over, and it catches the top of the net. Sahara struggles a little bit to get there. Bounces herself up pretty quickly, though. 6-4. We are here today in Cartersville, Georgia, home of the Lakeview Plaza, I think is what this is called. Sports Complex, excuse me. Bronwyn dives, gets there. Mallory pops it, goes over the net. Juliet's there to push it back over, though. Here comes the return. Mallory's right there in that. Juliet to Mallory with a save after some confusion. They make it happen, though. Ananya's there for that one. Mallory sets it all over to Maddie. Maddie punches it, unfortunately, into the net. So this is the Lake Point sports complex, a multi-million-dollar complex. We've been here before, been here a couple times actually. This is a tournament where there is a little bit of everything. There's a huge baseball complex up front, beach volleyball, of course, here indoor, as that ball goes into the net for a Prolink point. Straight into the net. And that's going to bring in Anna as well as Emily, swapping out for Ananya. So Anna will be serving left-hand side of your screen, score 7-5. There's your serve. It's a good one. Down to a knee there. Libero gets there. Inside hitter takes it, spikes it. Unfortunately for them, but fortunate for us, spikes it straight into the net. 8-5. There's also wakeboarding here. It's just an incredible complex. There's the serve. All right, back row's gonna have to take that, sends it over, barely clears the net, but rolls out of bounds. Prolink point. GEV 5, Prolink 9. Anna to serve again. There's your serve. Libero takes that one, handles it. This is going to be trouble for GEV. They pop it. Does they make it over? They did. But right there was Emily. Mallory back to Emily. Emily sends it flying. Emily again. Oh, unfortunately this time into the court. All right, 9-6. GEV is going to get the serve now. Their serve, it should go long, but Bronwyn hit that one. I think that would have been long. Obviously, she's got a better angle on it than I do. Here comes the call for Prolink to get the ball back. There's the serve. Anna down to a knee, sliding, gets there. Mallory to Emily. Emily tries to push it over, can't quite get it. Now 9-8. And that is a timeout called by Prolink after GEV starts to recover. All right, 9-8 as the teams come back onto the court. Anna's there for that one. Here we go. Oh, no communication, not talking.
Gotta talk, ladies, gotta talk.
9-all now after the miscommunication. There's your serve. Anna's there. Natty punches it, saves it. Mallory gets it over. Quick reaction by the team. Here comes the outside hitter, blocked at the net. Both Natty and Juliet were there. One of them gets themselves a kill as that point rolls over the net. All right, this has Bronwyn serving as Piper comes into the front row. Up front, we have Piper, Emily, Natty. In the back row, we have Mallory, Anna, and that is Bronwyn with the punch serve. Really well handled. Back row's gonna have to take that for GEV. Do they get it over? They do. Mallory, Piper tried to get there, couldn't. Anna tried to get there. That thing rolled over the net, barely. I mean, it is a point, but it was a barely earned point. 10-all. And that does not even make it to the net. Prolink gets the point. And it's time for your double substitution. Mallory and Everly swap. Maddie and Harper swap. Madeline now on the sideline as Harper gets ready to serve from the left-hand side of your screen. There's your serve. It rolls over the net. It's an ace! Free ball ace! GEV looking confused on who was supposed to handle that. Love seeing that. 12-10. There's your serve. Deeper this time. Did they touch it? They did not. 12-11. Point for point. We're going back and forth here. Here comes the serve. Down. Bronwyn punches it. Harper tries to save it. Does. Everly sends it over the net. Everly gets herself a bump kill with that. Way to stay with it. That was fantastic. Substitution time, Anna and Sahara. Sahara now in the front row. That was a good save. 13-11, there's the serve. Looks like inside hitter's gonna take it. They bump it over. Harper punches it high in the sky. Bronwyn's there, moves it to Sahara. Sahara bumps it over her back. Here comes the return from GEV. It's gonna be a hard one. And they got there. Sahara to Harper. Harper to Everly. Everly sends it over. You can hear GEV talking though. Oh, she tried to hit it. Couldn't, because how high is that net, folks? Too high. You heard some good communication though on the GEV side. That's really what's been missing today for Prolink. Oh, really hoping that was gonna roll over the net. That net jumped up, caught it. That'll bring Ananya in, swapping out for Emily. 14-12 here in Cartersville, Georgia. There's the serve. Bronwyn down to a knee. Harper goes to Piper. Piper with a spike. Piper with a kill! As Piper gets herself a kill there, she'll come in to serve. 15-12. All right, there's the serve. It's a good one, down to a knee. Outside hitter goes, takes it, but Piper's there. Ananya pops it nice and high. Sahara calls for it, sends it over, then over the back bump, and gets herself a kill. Good job by Sahara with an over the back bump kill. 12-16, Prolink ahead. Here we go again. Piper serve, drops it in. Handled, here comes the return from the outside hitter. Outside hitter spikes it, sends it, diving. Ananya's there. Harper moves it back to center. Sahara takes it, spikes it towards the back. Here comes the return, outside hitter. Piper's there. Everly moves it back to middle-ish, and nobody talking. Nobody talking. Free ball fall. Not sure whose ball that should have been, but that fell through the cracks. All right, cleared the serve. Here comes GEV's return. Bronwyn back in for Piper. There's Ananya. Harper. Everly was getting herself ready for a spike, and that ball was not handled well. Prolink calls their second timeout after watching two pretty significant mistakes in a row that should not have happened. So today's an interesting tournament. We have our first ever what's called a crossover. What that means is we don't know who we're playing the third game today. We don't know what time. We don't know who we're playing. It's based upon today's performance for all teams in the tournament.
Let's go, Prolink. Let's go, go.
All right, Prolink back on the court. (16-14). GEV serve. Barely cleared the net. Everly was there. Harper pops it sky high. Sahara is going with another over the back. Attempted kill. Not quite able to get there or get it over the net. 16-15. All right, Ananya pops that nice and high. Harper moves it forward. Everly sends it over the net. That was trouble for GEV. Ends up getting a point. All right, Everly and Mallory will be swapping out as Mallory comes in to serve. We also have Harper and Maddie or Madeline coming in. So we're going to have Mallory serving left-hand side, Maddie up front in the orange shoes. There's Mallory's serve. It's a good one. Inside hitter takes that, sends it. Please go out, and it does! 18-15. That was closer than I'd like, but it was out, so Willier going to take it. Cleared to serve. Here goes Mallory again. 18-15. Oh! Into the net. Today's a rough one. Almost 7 of the, maybe 8 of the points earned by GEV of their 16 were really Prolink giving them the point. Get the ball back is the call from the sidelines. Juliet pops that high. Mallory gives it back to Maddie. Maddie with a spike. Maddie with a kill!
Let's go!
Maddie finding the perfect hole right there. Substitution time as Anna comes in for Sahara. And Emily comes in for Ananya. 19-16 serve. Looks like it's going to be inside hitter, but right back to Mallory. Mallory pops that to Bronwyn. Bronwyn to Emily. Emily with a spike. Barely handled, but handled nonetheless. Outside hitter goes to return it, but Emily's there. Mallory pops that back to Emily. Emily goes for again. Ooh, a punch save to Emily. Emily to Mallory. Mallory to Emily. It's a two-person team right now, and we have a net call. GEV touches the net. 20-16 now. Anna to serve again. Good serve by Anna. Libero pops it. They're middle. Now they're inside, takes it. Anna's there for it. Mallory rushes to get there in time. Maddie, back foot, has to handle it. Does. Here comes the return from the middle. Barely bumped over. Maddie calls for it, gets there. Mallory to Maddie again. Maddie pops it hard. Gets herself the kill. Maddie gets a kill with a hard hit punch, or a hard hit ball right at the back row. Mallory trying to keep her team excited and cheering up. There's the serve. That was trouble. That's an ace. Prolink 22, GEV 16. Another good serve by Anna. Libero handles that. Middle hitter sends it to the inside. Inside spikes it and gets themselves a kill. And a 17th point for GEV. There's the serve. Bronwyn takes that one. Mallory pops it to Juliet. Juliet spikes it. Juliet with a kill! Catches the back corner of that one. Well-placed kill by Juliet. Bronwyn now serving. There's the serve. Number 2 took that. It's going to be the outside hitter. Spikes it over. Bronwyn's there's the return. Mallory calls for it, moves it over to Emily. Emily spikes it to the back corner. That's trouble for GEV. Can they do it? They pop it sky high. Oh! No communication, or I think actually Mallory may have called that, and that's what caused Maddie to back off. But I think Mallory was saying you got it, not I got it. Gotta be talking. 23-18. Hannah down to a knee, gets there. Mallory pops it high. Emily spikes it into the net. 4 touch that did not make it over. And we have a 23-19. Code 23-19. The ball is over. The call is overturned. Call overturned for a net touch. Net touch on the block.
Okay.
24-18. Everybody's confused. We're all confused. We're all good. Mallory goes out. Everly goes in. And Maddie will be serving set point. Maddie, powerful serve. Goes long, though. 24-19. Little too much power on that one. As one of the other teams I was watching called it, a little too much sauce.
What was the contour?
That touch on the block.
Got it.
Got the call overturned. Emily handles that. This is going to Harper. Harper back to Emily. Emily spiked. Diving save. Middle hitter goes to return it. Sends it over. Piper. Harper. Oh, it went out of bounds, though. 24-20. Everybody was moving for the ball, which is what we want to see, even if it didn't quite get the results we wanted. Anna. Bronwyn moves it forward. Emily sends it over. It's going to go wide, though. 24-21. We do not want to be losing this. Let's get the point right here, Prolink.
Prolink.
Anna handles that perfectly. Harper sends it over on accident, I think. Piper's there for the block, but it wasn't needed. Prolink gets the win. 25-21 at the end of the first set, and we will be back in about 2 minutes with the second. All right, folks, we are back for set number 2. Looks like our front row right now, we have Sahara, number 30, Everly, number 5, Juliet, 31. In the back row, we have 46, Piper, which will be substituted, number 20, Harper, and number 8, Anna. Piper will be substituted as normal, I'd expect, for Bronwyn. And with Anna in the service position, that means we will be starting off with the ball. All right, folks, we're back. We are underway in set 2 as Anna serves the ball. That's trouble, but they handled it. It's a bump serve over. Anna's there for that. Harper to Juliet. Juliet with a good spike and kill. That looked really good.
Good job, lady.
That was a fantastic kill. There's the serve for that one. And it's an ace! Anna gets herself an ace as that one is not handled at all either. Here's the serve for that. And it's another ace! As GEV does not handle that at all. Prolink now at 3. There's the serve. All right, they're going to send... No, they don't! Free ball kill. 4th point for Prolink here in Cartersville. 4-0. That's another one! You know what? We're going to call that an ace too. Five to 0. Both coaches on the sideline very happy with what's going on right now, understandably. There's the serve again. Quickly returned over, but Bronwyn's there. Harper takes that to Sahara. Sahara with the spike and the kill! Sahara gets herself a kill as that ball goes flying out of bounds. 6-0. There's the serve. Did it fall in? It's in! That's another ace! 7-0. The girls on the sideline super smiley as well. There's the serve. It's going to be trouble for him. And it is! 8 points for Prolink. Anna with 8 in a row. Going for her 9th. Good communication on GEV, but they can't handle it. 9-0. There we go. There's the serve. All right. Looks like that one's going to get returned from the back row, and it does. Bronwyn's right there for that. Harper sets it behind her to Everly. Everly with a spike. high fly ball in the outfield there, basically. Juliet tried to get the return, but GEV gets their first point of the set. Whoa, that ball goes well wide on the serve. Bronwyn will stay in to serve as Piper comes in. Juliet steps out. Piper giving everybody high fives and some punches, maybe. 10-1. GEV looking a little bit more like a team. Didn't matter, though, as that ball didn't even come back over the net. 11-1. Another good serve by Bronwyn. It's an ace! Definitely getting some anger on the GEV side after the score now being 12-1. Another serve towards the edge. Sahara gets it as it came back over. And it fell on their side of the net as it's not handled. 13-1. Another serve deep, touched. That's the point. Not quite an ace, but should have been. And that forces GEV to take a timeout that realistically should have been taken a while ago. All right, after what felt like a very fast timeout, both teams back on the court. Bronwyn still serving. There's the serve towards the back. Oh, barely handled, but not enough to get the point. Prolink, 15. GEV looking incredibly frustrated right now. Prolink on the flip side looking incredibly happy. All right, looks like I'll have our first switch. No! They are just making mistakes left and right as that one literally goes through the spacing in the net. 16-1. Deep, and it's an ace! Free ball ace! 1, 2, 3, 4, touch the floor, free ball, ace. 17-1. Serve it up's the call. That one's a high ball in the backcourt. Punched over, but Piper's there for the block! Piper blocks that, gets a kill. GEV cannot catch a break this set. That was a textbook block, everybody. Bronwyn with the serve. Bronwyn with an ace! 19-1. Cleared the serve. Bronwyn again. All right. Sent it over on the second ball. That was Harper. Bronwyn calls for it, rushing to get there. Sahara, did she? She did! Sahara with a bump kill. As she runs that ball down the net and gets the point. Fantastic. A little bit of luck and a lot of skill. 20-1. Bronwyn again. Bronwyn with an ace! Forces a second GEV timeout. Not that I blame them at all. With everything that's been going on in this one, I would be doing the same. Not looking good if you're a GEV, but looking phenomenal if you are Prolink after this one. So far, it's 21-1. We've had some great communication, great serves, some amazing kills, and one block to keep the ball on him. Well, to keep us serving. Cleared the serve, Bronwyn again. Timeout making no difference on the skill of her serve. They're going to return that, and it is way out of bounds. 22-1. Prolink looking like an incredible team out there right now. All right, GEV's going to return that middle hitter. Go up, but can't. 23-1. They did move it forward. Maybe they save it. Good save by them. Piper with an over-the-back bump after Harper sent it to her. This is the first rally. That's going to, that would have gone out. Bronwyn's there, moves it forward. It's going to be trouble, but Sahara, Sahara couldn't quite get there. 23-2 as GEV gets just their second point this set. (23-2). Everly's there. Harper sets it behind her to Sahara. Sahara gets there in time. GEV can't return it. That ball is into the stands. 24 for Prolink. This will bring in Maddie for Harper and Mallory for Everly. Mallory will be serving set and match point right here.
In play. Let's go.
Score is a solid 24-2. Set and match point. They do return it. Bronwyn's there for that. Mallory gives it to Sahara. Sahara gets there, punches it over. Return's going to be trouble, but it was returned. Anna's there. Mallory this time, again to Sahara. Sahara has to adjust and does. Ball is popped high. Maddie's there for that. Mallory goes behind her. Piper flat-footed with a spike. There's the return. Anna, Mallory, Maddie. And GEV gets the point. But the girl's still smiling. As long as we don't turn this into a game. Bronwyn's there for that. Mallory to Piper. Piper over. Anna was there. Mallory. Maddie's going to take this one. Maddie sends it over. Maddie with a kill! Maddie gets the kill. 25-3. Prolink walks away with a win on that one. Getting both set and match. That is the game, folks. We'll be back in a little bit with our next one. I believe we play here shortly. But take a look for the text. Thank you very much for watching.